Russia's meddling in our country's election worsens. To appease our new rulers, we have rebranded this show.
Greg Gutfeld Pokazat.
I like it. President Obama has threatened Russia with retaliation. Yes, he's going nuclear. He's sending in this.
You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running.
Yes, it's one thing we can always count on. Hollywood celebrities. Sorry, Hollywood's washed-up celebrities. Like these ones who are demanding the Electoral College disregard voting results and deny Donald Trump the office he won.
There are 538 members of the Electoral College. You
and just 36 other conscientious Republican electors can make a difference.
By voting your conscience on December 19th.
And thereby shaping the future of our nation.
I'm not asking you to vote for Hillary Clinton.
I'm not asking you to vote for Hillary Clinton.
I'm not asking you to vote for Hillary Clinton.
As you know, the Constitution gives electors the right to vote for any eligible person.
Any eligible person, no matter which party they belong to.
But it should certainly be someone you consider especially competent.
Especially competent to serve as President of the United States of America.
By voting your conscience, you and other brave Republican electors can give the House of Representatives the option to select a qualified candidate.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone you love is in that video. Deborah Messing, Martin Sheen, this guy. Who the hell is this guy? Why is he dressed like Mr. Rogers? I think he works at the local library, or maybe just loiters. There's also Moby, who looks like a wet lollipop that landed on a barber's floor. Noah Wiley, whose last real job was on ER, which is fitting since his career belongs on a stretcher. And if anyone can change Republican minds, it's Loretta Swit.
Especially competent to serve as President of the United States of America.
Those are not hot lips. You know, I see her and I think, yeah, I trust her judgment. So, we got Hot Lips Houlihan, B.J. Honeycutt. Where the hell is Corporal Klinger? Radar O'Reilly? Colonel Henry Blake? Oh, yeah, never mind. He's dead. So these has-beens believe Trump lacks many things to be president.
Donald Trump lacks more than the qualifications to be president.
He lacks the necessary stability.
And clearly the respect for the Constitution of our great nation.
So I love how hard they're trying not to sound hysterical. It's like even they know they suck. The only less appealing spokesman would be a birthday clown with a crawl space. Anyway, Gacy. But at least they're not asking you to vote for Hillary.
I'm not asking you to vote for Hillary Clinton.
I'm not asking you to vote for Hillary Clinton.
I'm not asking you to vote for Hillary Clinton.
What are you asking for then? But they say if you don't vote Trump, you're going to earn something really valuable from them.
And you have my respect.
You have my respect. You have my respect.
For your patriotism.
Yeah, that's all we really want. Respect from Hollywood. I'd rather get crabs. Don't they remember all the celeb videos for Hillary prior to the election? The election she lost badly, and those videos were the laxative that flushed her out? And do they realize Martin Sheen wasn't really the president? They roll him out as if he actually took the oath of office. It's like these bozos don't get it. These PSAs are actually anti-influencers. When Martin Sheen tells me to do something, I know the right thing to do is the opposite. I mean, clearly his advice didn't help his son Charlie. His STDs have STDs. Maybe Trump hired these guys to help him become more popular, because this Trump hysteria disorder makes it impossible for Donald to fail. These apocalyptic predictions set the bar so low. According to a new Fox poll, voters have low expectations for Donald Trump, maybe because of all this bad crap being said about him. And that's a great way to start a new job. Think about all the stuff that had low expectations but ended up being so awesome, like avocados. They're hideous on the outside, but they're oh so creamy on the inside. What about tunnels? When you enter, it's like you're inside a monster's intestine. Hot stoves. It's funny when kids touch them and cry. Or Ronald Reagan. He was supposed to be a dumb actor, but he wasn't. Could Trump make this list? Perhaps. You know, he's brash, he's rude, and maybe a little bit nuts. But I'll take him any day over those solemn sourpusses who have all the appeal of a slow, agonizing death. Let us welcome tonight's guests. He's so bright, twinkling stars make wishes on him. The host of Red Eye on Fox News Channel, Tom Shalhoub. He's so sharp, he's often mistaken for cheese. Imus in the Morning executive producer, Bernie McGurk. Her favorite workout is 4 sets of quiet sobbing in public. National Review reporter, look at those arms, and Fox News contributor Catherine Tim. Finally, a volcano is his foot bath. TNA wrestler, Fox News contributor Tyrus. All right, Bernie.
Yes.
What do you make of that video?
Well, first of all, look, you have to have some compassion. It's been a tough time for these liberals. I mean, Trump won, Castro died. Give him a break. But look, he did win. It's over. It's a part of their collective nervous breakdown, as you saw. And as you pointed out, celebrities worked really well during the campaign. Yeah. But they're scraping the bottom of the barrel here with the hot-lipped Houlihan and Charlie Sheen's dad. It's really, but you know what they are? They're essentially, if I may employ the oft-used analogy, they're like the Japanese soldiers on the Pacific Island in the 50s fighting World War II. It's over. The guy's already picked the Secretary of State. Get over it.
It's true.
It's over.
That island is Hollywood. Tom, you're a working actor, or I believe you were once a working actor.
You brought it to an end, Greg.
Yes, I did. By getting you on Red Eye, you lost everything, including your self-respect. Now, the upside here, though, is that this is the first time most of these people have done film in decades, so it's good to see them age gracefully.
Well, you know, Noah Wyle looks pretty good still, doesn't he?
Well, he was 12 in ER.
Yes, but, you know, you called these people washed up. I don't think that's nice.
That's true.
Moby is not washed up. They're not going to stop making Bourne movies, and he's not going to stop writing the themes to them. He's got an ironclad contract to provide 13 more Casio tone themes to the Bourne movies.
I love Moby. He's what you call the camouflage beta male. It's like, oh, feel sorry for me, and then he tries to get laid off it, which is like, you know, it never works with him though, Kat.
Yeah, it's alarming to me that they're making a video like this, because we already saw, based on what happened in the election, that people don't care what celebrities tell you to do. They're kind of like the cat callers of political discourse.
Right.
You can, you know, there's a, hey baby, you know, vote for Hillary and shake that expectation of vote for Trump. And America is just the, you know, woman screaming, get away, perv, you know? Like, they're not, no one's likely to change, they're just as likely to have change anyone's mind as, you know, any woman is to get into a big white van full of whistling men.
Oh, you know, I did that once.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, they tricked me. They said they were, it was like a portable therapy van, and it wasn't. Tyrus, I won't get into it here. Okay, I feel that the election was a referendum on division. Like, it was, people were tired of being told that they were evil. And so the left-wing solution is to make it, like, more divisive, to actually create more of a rift by saying, let's do a new election. Crazy.
Okay. Well, first of all, who directed that? Can you imagine how that office meeting went? All right, we're going to make a video. We're going to bring in celebrities and be great. Who do you got? Ben Affleck? No. Kanye? No. Who do you got? Trust me, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
So, I think it's over.
Yes.
You know, you know what's funny, when Obama got in, if they'd have made a commercial, the same thing going, listen, we can't let this go down. They would, you know?
Yes.
We would surround them with pitchforks and fire. We'd be like, how could you say that? And it's kind of the same thing. It's over.
They would get Pharrell Williams and not Mike Farrell.
Can I point out that there were no blacks on that? There were no lesbians. There were no disabled. I'm offended. I've been triggered by that very video. I am upset. And by the way, you know what they're afraid of at this point? They're not worried that Trump's going to be a bad president. I think at this point they're worried that he's going to be a successful president.
Yes.
I think they're terrified at that prospect because everything's going so well.
Yeah.
Real quick, two things I can tell you when it comes to I can't really speak for the lesbians and gay stuff, but as far as brothers go, as far as blacks, we weren't on the Titanic.
Yeah.
And we weren't on this ship either. We leave. We don't wait for the fire. Like, it's over. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
And this ship has sunk.
You know when it's over.
Yeah,
you know when it's over.
Wrap the cord. Let's go. It's over.
Yes. And these poor people cannot let go. Let's talk a little bit about this whole hacking thing that's going on, Tom. What should the United States be doing about this? President Obama says they're going to retaliate, but we can't send Steven Seagal over there because he's already there.
Yeah, the time to act was before. Obama didn't do anything about it then.
Yes.
I mean, they had an easy enough time hacking into the DNC computers.
Yes.
But I think this is the... remember the Valerie Plame story, the yellow cake story? This is the yellow cake story of 2016. It's a bunch of buzzing about nothing.
The interesting thing is, the yellow cake is not what you think it is. You know?
Well, I was never even really clear on what yellow cake was.
It is.
But Wilson didn't find any when he went looking for it.
No, he didn't. There was no yellow cake.
But the thing is that it is. There is nothing to say, Greg, that the hacking. I mean, who's to say that it helped Hillary more than more than it hurt Trump? Trump was answering questions through the entire campaign that he had ties to the Russians.
Right.
So the hacking and the Russians in general could have hurt Trump as well.
Yeah, the only thing is I know that if the opposite happened, Kat, we'd be screaming, right? If it was, Fox News and Hillary won because Mexico hacked it, we'd be like, ah! Right? That's my impression.
Perhaps, and Obama has criticized the GOP and Republicans for saying, they were very critical of Obama for not being tough enough on Russia, but then now they're not as concerned about this hacking, which is maybe a fair point, but at the same time, Obama's doing the same thing for having criticized the GOP for overreacting to Russia. That was a huge part of his campaign against Mitt Romney when Mitt Romney said he was a #1 geopolitical concern, and it was a huge part of his campaign. And now he's saying, how could you not be concerned about this? So he accused the Republicans of having a politically expedient view, which may be fair, but he's doing the exact same thing now.
You know who's breathing a big sigh of relief right now that it's Putin is to blame for Trump's victory is Anthony Weiner.
Yes.
Yes. He's like, oh my God,
That's a good point.
all the problems I have. By the way, if you're not a cheater, if you're not a crook, if you don't lie, if you don't pimp out the State Department, if you don't take debate questions from CNN and that kind of sleazy stuff, you really have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
I mean, what they put out was all true. Of course, they shouldn't be doing it, but the fact is, if you're a bad candidate, if you're a sleaze bag, it's not going to be good for you in any case.
And first of all, what Russia did was an act of war, right?
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, manipulating an election.
Regardless, as soon as we saw one little Russian dude on our thing, it should have been game on. We didn't do that. We let it sit.
Russian dude.
You know what I'm saying? Or whatever their computer looks like. But the point is like, Hillary's problem to the whole thing was she never dealt with anything.
Yeah.
She never confronted anything. Everything Trump got hit on, even if he was lying, he'd be like, I didn't do that. I didn't say that. We have it on tape, sir. I didn't do that. He fought it. And America respects a fighter. And Hillary didn't do anything. She acted like I act when I get caught doing something and I don't want to admit it. We found an email that you said this and that. Huh?
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't do that. First thing, and she didn't fire anybody.
By the way,
no one took the bullet from her in the party,
I believe that Hillary wants this to go away because she doesn't. I mean, she's done now. The whole thing's over. Yeah, she wants to take a long nap, not that kind of a nap, but just she wants to. She's like, I'm not going back anymore. That was really weird what just happened to me.
But she didn't fight. She didn't stand up for herself. She never addressed it. She never addressed when people said that she was dishonest. She never said, hey, I'm not dishonest. I'm a grandma. I make cookies. I make everybody cookies. It's great, and everyone loves cookies like me.
Not her cookies. Her cookies were terrible. I heard that.
But we won't know because she didn't do anything. She just fundraised the whole time.
All right, we got to go. Coming up, a story so outrageous you want to punch it in the face. Why didn't news outlets bother to check out a hate crime hoax? Because then they'd have to tell the truth. The media ate up what she made up. So what's worse, the fact that 18-year-old Yasmin Saweed posted on Facebook her false tale that 3 men taunted her on the New York subway, pulled on her hijab, and called her a terrorist in the name of Donald Trump, and that no one on the subway came to her rescue, or that so many media outlets bought this lie without question. BuzzFeed went all in. Quote, drunk men yelling Donald Trump attempt to remove women's hijab on NYC subway. That story's got everything. Racial tension, white male privilege, pro-Trump brutes, damsel in distress. Why check her claims? Why ask questions? Why write allegedly? The story's perfect. Except cops couldn't find any witnesses, so they arrest her for filing a false report. And BuzzFeed had to write about that. Headline, woman arrested for allegedly making up story of NY subway attack by Trump supporters. So now they discover the word allegedly. Oof, getting dizzy. And it wasn't just BuzzFeed. Other media outlets reported the story with little skepticism. You know what made me skeptical of the story? The part about how no one on the subway helped her. I take the subway every day. New Yorkers would have helped her. Not me, because I'm usually drunk, but other New Yorkers would, because they're good people, and they know how she feels. In fact, the city's offering counseling to people stressed out by the fact that Donald Trump won. Yeah, this is de Blasio's concern. While homeless are freezing on sidewalks and nuts are pushing people in front of subways, de Blasio obsesses over the hurt feelings of Hillary supporters. I'd say he's the worst mayor in the world, but we already know who that is. No, he's the worst mayor, believe me. All right, so she tried to expose Islamophobia, an attack and assault on a Muslim woman. But oddly enough, Tom, she exposed real hate crime against Muslims because her parents hacked off her hair. When she showed up in court, her head was shaved. Now, I get it when you cut your kid's hair, but when you actually remove somebody's hair as a punishment, that's assault. That's like an honor crime.
It's torture. Most people don't look good. Bernie looks great with the shaved head.
Yes.
But I don't look very
gone to
well.
Bernie.
I don't know. I have a kind of a pointy skull. I look terrible with a shaved head.
I'd like you with a shaved head.
It's not going to happen, but okay. I think that I mean, obviously, it's because the type of person that she got this story reported because of the type of person she is.
Right.
Believe me, I try to create hoaxes against myself all the time, and nobody ever buys it.
White man harassed on subway.
Nobody believes me.
People cheer. I don't even know what kind of slurs they would use on you. Hey, go back to your insurance company where you work. Nice plaid tie. I don't know. Take off your plaid tie. Bernie, after something like this happens, they normally go, okay, she has issues. She needs to work things out with her family. So there's never really any punishment. Maybe there shouldn't be a punishment.
To your other point about Bill de Blasio, that's the same slob that bought into the hands up, don't shoot fake news narrative, and he's out there blaming Trump for what this lady went through when it was a hoax.
Right.
So he was essentially Al Sharpton to Tawana Brawley. He was that to this girl, this slob, and he never apologized for all his empty rhetoric. And the funny thing about it, too, is that Brian Williams actually broke this story. I haven't heard him issue the correction yet, but I can't wait to see that video.
They should let their daughter date a Catholic. We're fine. We stop at first base.
Yeah, it's true.
Speak for yourself.
Talk about punishment. Yeah. Tyrus, here's the thing. You know, the media, okay, the media will admit this is false, but then what they do is they go, but it's real somewhere else. So this is a raising awareness experience. Yes, she made it up, but there's probably 1,000 women just like her that are real.
First of all, I'm just trying to think of a way I hit Trump. It just don't. Wow, Trump. It just don't really work.
Doesn't work.
Don't yell his name when you.
No,
Trump.
you go. You want them. This is actually raising.
You can't even sign that when you stand over him. Trump. Like it don't. There's no West Coast. You can't really.
Also,
it
you
just don't
won.
make any sense.
Generally, when people won, they celebrate.
It's not even that. The real sad part is that when this situation does happen to somebody,
yes, no one will believe
we'll
it.
be like, yeah, right,
Yep.
because of all the attention that she got. And I think it's sad that instead of it's this crazy, it's two words. It's called fact checking.
Yeah.
When you get a story, there's this great, all the President's Men is an old movie. They had all this information, but they wouldn't print it until they had facts and their sources verified. We've lost that, because no one bought. And then when the truth comes out, it's back page,
Yeah.
When
No,
they
the
retraction, liar exposed for,
is it one sentence?
White men everywhere demand apology.
Yeah, it's underneath the ads for like impotence drugs or whatever you call those things. I wouldn't know. Kat?
This isn't even the first time this specific hoax has happened.
Exactly.
Somebody at the University of Tennessee made up the exact same lie. If you're going to make up a hoax of a fake hate crime, at least try a new one.
Yes, exactly.
Instead of one that's not already been done and the person got busted, then you do it and you get busted. But they just count on people saying, oh, bingo, this is what we need. This is great, proving this hate crime narrative that we're trying to push. It's almost as if places like BuzzFeed care more about their own agenda than the facts.
I would never say that.
Almost
I
like
would
that.
never say that. You know what I consider a hate crime? The fact that she smeared a city. The extra layer to her hoax was saying that nobody helped her on the subway. So she not only said that she was a victim, but that everybody that rides subways are
Assaulted all of us personally.
I think I would.
Well, I don't ride the subway for obvious reasons. I don't fit. But the other part of it that we're missing or whatever is that when she makes those claims, and this is the reality of it, 3 men get on her, she's not going to go home.
Yeah.
When it's a real hate crime, we find
Bad.
a body.
Yeah.
And in the South, that you'd see them hanging or they drag them from the car. You don't commit most of those atrocities like that. They don't leave you to tell the story.
Yeah.
That's the ugliness of it.
Thanks for bringing us down.
Yeah, but I'm just keeping it real.
On that note, we're going to move on. But I do say the media is to blame for this path because they make the path easy and romantic to choose for it's about seeking attention, and the media makes it appealing. You can do this and get away with it. All right. Coming up, a story so mind-boggling, you might want to wear your mind-boggling protector. I don't know. So which action star is Trump sending on the rocky road to Washington? Guess I just gave away that story. Everybody go home.
Good evening and live from America's News headquarters, I'm Jackie Ibanez in New York. The East Coast in the nation's midsection getting slammed by a major winter storm today. The storm dropped snow and freezing rain and caused thermometers to drop to bone-chilling temperatures. The storm caused hundreds of accidents, resulting in at least 6 traffic deaths. Airports are also reporting hundreds of cancellations and delayed flights. Winter weather advisories are up from Denver to Bangor, Maine. The surgeon who created the life-saving Heimlich maneuver has died. Dr. Henry Heimlich died early today in Cincinnati after suffering a heart attack earlier in the week. He devised the treatment to save choking victims back in 1974. Heimlich estimated the maneuver saved the lives of thousands of choking victims. Dr. Henry Heimlich, he was 96 years old. I'm Jackie Ibanez. Now back to the Greg Gutfeld Show.
This week, Donald Trump continues to treat being president in the exact same way I would if I were 12 years old, meaning awesome. First, he chose Rex Tillerson as his Secretary of State. Not only is Tillerson an oil tycoon, he's also named Rex. Rex is the greatest name ever. It rhymes with Pecs. Then he met with Kanye and said they discussed, quote, life. Oh, to be a fly on that wall, only because it was probably an awesome wall. Now, there are reports that he might be giving a job to my second favorite Stallone. That's right, Sylvester Stallone, not Frank. He's being considered for chairman of the National Endowment of the Arts, or for the Arts, a federal agency that funds aspiring artists and creative projects. Sly, a longtime fan of the Donald, is said to be pumped over the job. Rocky is also a great pick for anyone who thinks Donald won't be hard on Russia. Ugh. Those were the days, right? Huh? I don't even know what that means anymore. I'm excited, Cat. Sylvester Stallone. He was in Cobra.
Yeah.
Nobody saw Cobra.
No, I didn't.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I'm most excited about the Rick Perry.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, as a libertarian, I think it's a great idea to appoint people to head up departments that they have previously said should be abolished.
Yes.
What a great way to keep the government under control.
Also, he didn't even remember the name of it.
He's got to remember the name of his job, and if he can do that, I'm sure it'll all be great.
I've had that happen to me on certain mornings. I'll wake up and I'm not sure where I'm going.
Right. We all make mistakes.
Yeah, I'll go to an old job, Bernie.
Sure.
And I'll just show up, and I will smell of peppermint schnapps. You know, Rex Tillerson, interesting fact, Rex is currently 678 on the list of popular baby names. I predict that will move up.
Very possibly.
Yeah.
Very possibly.
Isn't it number 5 on dog names, though?
Yes, it is. Good Trump. Rex.
Trump.
Is Rex short for something?
No, it's not.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
It's just Rex.
Rex means king.
Rex in effect.
Yeah.
Right.
All I want to do is zoom, 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 and you boom, boom.
Let's stop. Rex.
All right.
He Rex things. Listen, the choice of the ExxonMobil CEO is a very slick choice, if you ask me. See what it did? No, look, listen, Rocky, Sylvester Stallone, he better be careful. He's, everybody loves him now, but now he's attached himself to Trump. CNN's going to have him, with neo-Nazi ties. He performed a sex act on David Duke back in the day. All this stuff is going to come out now. He's in big trouble, supported Jim Crow laws. But otherwise, it's not a bad choice.
No, not at all.
Stallone is a great choice. And everyone forgets Rocky is a timeless classic. He wrote it.
He wrote it himself.
Rocky, Rambo.
Death Race 2000.
He has done so many different genres of stuff. He's so talented. And we forget that. Like, Stallone is legit. I mean, you don't last as long
Stop
as he
or
did.
my mom will shoot.
Yeah. Hey, we all did them. You know,
Yes.
we all, whatever. I've done whatever. But I'm just
Getty.
saying, the point is, it's really a guy who would understand someone who wrote their first script and trying to get their break. He was in that position. And they won't have to do the soft porn movie in the shower because Stallone got it, so he'll help them.
Called The Italian Stallion.
Boom.
Thank you. I looked at it for research purposes.
That's all.
17 times.
He made us watch.
Yes.
I think
I like it when people watch me watch porn. It's a weird fetish. That was the natural response. Yo, Tom, interesting fact. Rex Tillerson, anagram, rent, sex, eye roll.
Is that what you do in your spare time?
Yes. I don't have much spare time, but when I have it, I go to Anagram Finder.
I thought you were looking at porn, but you were doing anagrams
Yes,
on your computer.
Anagrams are great.
They are great.
Thoughts on this? Anything? Thoughts?
Oh, look, Rex Tillerson, great appointment. Stallone should go into politics. Stallone, now that we've had Trump, we could have Stallone as president.
Yes, we could.
I mean, everything's changed.
Everything is changing.
And we would trust Stallone.
Yes. Are you okay over there?
No. Some issues over here.
What's wrong?
Watch me watch this.
Porn.
How would I sit?
Yes, it's tertiary stimulation.
Do you look
I
back?
don't know.
You watching?
Bernie?
It's kind of hot.
Things are going weird right now. I don't know where to go with this.
Listen, let me just say about Rex. The guy's taking a pay cut from $26 million a year to basically nothing. But as far as some of these celebrities, what about Scott Baio? The guy, he's never going to work again. He's going to need a job big time because he came out strong for Trump.
It would be great if he was. It would be press spokesman. He could be like again Chachi in charge. Come out there.
Right.
Like you could have Nicole Eggert off on the side, a delightful woman. You know, why don't you enlist Hollywood special effects and create fictional superhumans for the cabinet just to scare like ISIS? Because, they're so gullible. You could have like, giant raptors from Jurassic Park as Secretary of Defense.
Like Optimus Prime.
Yes, Optimus Prime. Perfect. A transformer. Do you know what those are, Kat?
Yes.
Okay,
they're
good.
the things.
Yeah, they're the things.
I get that they probably transform.
Yes. Yes. All right. I think we're going to go on that note, which I would call a down note for America. Coming up, more of this great show because we are contractually obliged to provide it. But before we get to that, Tyrus is getting more comfortable in his new gig here at Fox News. So we decided, or he decided to introduce himself to some Fox talent. Here's our first installment of...
Go in there, introduce myself. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. She's a big personality. I got this. I got this. Boom. Miss Prito?
Well, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm Tyrus.
Yeah, I think we've met before, right?
It's official. I'm a Fox News contributor now.
Wow, they really let you in the building.
That's funny.
Well,
That's awesome.
congratulations.
Oh, we can hug. Sweet.
Oh, would you like a book?
Yeah, actually, I have one.
Like you'll get well, you can have one of my books, sure. Sometimes you need some good news.
Yeah, I always
so
need good news.
That is the first one. Then have you heard about this dog named Jasper?
I've seen some things.
Who hasn't? This is something I think that you would love. It's called The Little Book of Light. You know Greg Gutfeld, right?
Yeah.
He would never give you this book.
He would never?
He would give you The Little Book of Dark. But this is The Little Book of Light. And it has all these little nice sayings in it, like discover your purpose. Listen to your heart, the voice of your true self, and declare your purpose.
Excuse me?
Oh.
What is this?
That's actually not for me.
But it's right next to your coffee cup. You know what? I'm going to go. Okay.
It isn't open?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Did you want your book signed?
No.
Okay.
They're defending hate at Ohio State. Remember Abdul Ali Artan? He was the Ohio State student and ISIS disciple who tried to mow down people in his car, then got out and tried to stab them before he was shot dead by a campus police officer. It's what I call a happy ending. But this week, activists, yeah, you can applaud his death. But activists actually gathered on campus to protest the killing, adding Artan's name to a recent list of people of color who have been killed by police, because that's a perfectly logical comparison if you're an idiot. They noted that although they don't condone the incident, they still have compassion for the attacker. Thank God for that distinction. But I'm guessing compassion for the hero cop who killed him or the 11 people he injured probably wasn't a priority. After the protest, students were encouraged to attend a rally against Donald Trump. So they organized an event supporting a terrorist, then a rally damning a president-elect. I don't know about you, but I'm beginning to think that these activists are... All right. Tyrus, okay. I go to you for no particular reason, but what do you think about them lumping a terrorist in with other black people who have been shot by police?
First of all, get out. He was stabbing people.
Yes.
And he was shot.
Yes.
Fair.
Yes, I think so.
But I said, you know what, this is what it is to be in America. Like, you're in a point of privilege and protect where you can say ridiculously stupid things like that and get airtime. Because I'd like to do a little experiment. We'll take the knife out and let's give Kat a spork.
Yes.
And have her charge at the activist and start stabbing him with a spork.
Yeah.
And see how long before they go, shoot her! And she's stabbing him because they're not in that danger.
Yeah.
That police officer, he saved lives.
Yeah.
Because he would have kept going.
Yeah.
There's 11 people alive today because of that police officer.
Yeah.
So it's good for them that, yeah, please, because he did it. Yeah. But here's the thing. We got our own issues. Our docket is filled.
Yeah.
We got to stay out. You keep ISIS, the brothers, we got no room for you. Stay over there. Everybody wants to be next to us. They want our chains. They want our music. You can't get our troubles. Stay your ass over there.
That's
like,
so true.
Or you're going to get Trump, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Isn't this an example of the consequences of moral relativism that you see on campus where we're no better than the terrorists?
Yeah, it must be, because you would think if someone is literally committing a terrorist attack, if there was ever an objective moral stance, it would be that it's totally cool to shoot and kill that person.
Right, yeah.
Come on!
Yeah.
I mean...
It's amazing you have to explain this.
You should have to... I mean, he was stabbing people, not, that's not like a new way to say hello. He's trying to kill these people. So that's why they killed him. They were just out there being like, oh, let me look for somebody to kill because I'm a cop and I'm racist. He was trying to stop him from murdering your fellow students, you lunatic.
Hello.
But he was a student, Bernie. Yeah. He was a student, too. Why did they tase him? You know, if they tased him, they would have said, why did you tase him?
Of course. And I mean, he would have stabbed a few more people. Look, this is not just political correctness. This is abject madness. This is what this is. This lunacy is what partially why Trump got elected. And if Donald Trump can pick up the phone and call Carrier to keep some jobs, Governor Kasich can call up Ohio State University and have the administration throw these mutts off campus and maybe into Guantanamo for sympathizing with the terrorists, for God's sake. Yeah. This is horrendous.
Or offer some kind of interesting internship that promises traveling abroad, Tom, and you say it's like in an exotic area, and you never really tell them where it is until all of a sudden they get off the plane and they're in like
6 hours in the Gaza Strip.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And they get to know ISIS up close and personal.
Well, I mean, when this kind of thing happens, I actually like to see their philosophy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
Me too.
The thing is that they don't. You say moral relativism, but really they divide the world into us and them. They keep saying, it's, let's all get together, but they don't really think that.
No.
They have their people. They divide the world into the powerful and the powerless, or what they think are the powerless, and that's where their morality lies. They thought Zero Dark 30 had a bad ending. They thought it was a sad way to end a movie.
I know. Why did they kill the old man? He was just sleeping. He wasn't doing anything wrong. You know how they have like do not resuscitate for people? They sign those directives. If the case they should have do not defend things. So like when these people should go to the police department and have sign a do not defend. So whenever they're in trouble, nobody could defend them. It's called the Gutfeld rule. I think it works.
Yeah, demonizing cops and apologizing for terrorists is all what the Democrats are all about, and that's essentially what you see here. It's absolutely there's no difference between this guy and Osama bin Laden except the scale of the matter.
Right.
That's not as good at it.
He's not as good at it.
Right. That's the only difference, and that they don't get this is. It's lunacy, it's insanity, and somebody should do something. There's got to be a reaction to what they're doing.
They just need to have Dirty Harry come on and go, when I see a guy in the park stabbing people, I'll shoot the bastard. That's it.
Yeah.
Good.
I think it was organized in part by the International Socialist Organization. Surprised? They're all the same. All right, coming up, a segment so shocking your hair will stand on its end. Unless you're bald, then it won't. Cat tries to sell overpriced crap to the masses. In other words, just another day in Times Square.
If you'll be in the New York area and would like to be part of our studio audience, email Greg Tix at Fox News.
Goop. That's Gwyneth Paltrow's awesomely out-of-touch lifestyle site, which I love more than Gwyneth Paltrow herself. Specifically, their annual holiday gift guide. That's what it is. This year's items include an $8,300 yurt. Not a yacht, a yurt. $120 toothpaste, and an $85 bag of magic rocks. They're probably not magic. In other words, stuff regular people buy. Kat Timp traveled to a strange land called Times Square to learn more. Here.
Like most kids, I used to lie awake at night wondering, when is Gwyneth Paltrow going to start a lifestyle website? Finally, my dreams came true with Goop.com. Their holiday gift guide is amazing. Everybody needs to know about it. I'm so excited. Let's go. So Gwyneth Paltrow released holiday gift guide. Yeah. Which one of these items do you need to buy? Banana case, lighter and ashtray, wine opener, magic rocks, bowl, other bowl.
Honestly, I don't think I'd buy any of them.
I think you pronounced all of them wrong.
Not really interested in any of them.
Really? Not even the banana case?
It's appealing, but no.
Just gonna walk around with an unprotected banana?
Pretty much, yeah.
That doesn't sound very safe.
I'm into rocks.
Those are magic rocks.
I like magic rocks.
You're into rocks?
Yeah.
What's your favorite rock?
Granite.
He has a favorite rock. Which one of these items would you want to buy? I feel like, this $350 bowl. Can I use that? language? Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. So what about this this $1,250 ashtray lighter combo?
No, I don't smoke. I don't need to light anything.
But what if you start smoking? Don't you want to be prepared?
No.
Okay. What about the $100 wine opener?
I have one, but if it's made out of silver or something like that?
It's made out of Gwyneth Paltrow.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Can I get more than one or just okay, or more than?
All of them. You should get all of them. Would you be interested in a $400 banana case?
A bit pricey.
I feel like no price is too large to protect your banana.
No, you got that right, honey.
Gwyneth Paltrow won an Oscar. Now do you want to buy the bowls?
No.
Wow. Really insulting. Really insulting. So what did we learn? Nobody appreciates Gwyneth Paltrow. Nobody gets Scoop. And Christmas is ruined.
Excellent work down there in Times Square. No one ever does any MOSs down there, do they?
No, we invented it
Yes.
just now.
Just now. Excellent. Well, all right, poor Gwyneth. Going through a rough period, I think.
Yeah.
Called life.
She sells shorty robes on there, Greg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice silk one. It's just in your size.
Yes, I don't wear shorty robes anymore.
Okay.
Officers say that I should be wearing them in public anyway. Final thoughts next. Why did you bring it up? Look at this wonderful sweater I got. It was a gift today. It lights up, but I don't know how. But why would you want to light up something that has a magical unicorn on it? It might hurt him. I don't want to hurt him. Quick program note, our next show is New Year's Day. We're back Sunday, January 1st at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. But it's not just a regular show. It's a special New Year's Day show. We're calling it The Year of Trump or The Year in Trump. Not sure. We're almost out of time. So...
What you wanted to say all show, but haven't had the chance to say, so here's your chance to say it. Right now.
Tommy.
Greg, you know, I host a show called Red Eye. You've heard of it, Greg.
Yes, it's gone downhill, but, you know.
But,
I'm kidding. I love Tom.
I continue my career as a poor man's Gutfeld because I'm filling in for you on the 5 over the holidays.
Yes.
And I want to continue. I want to encourage you to keep taking days off, because when I fill in for you on the 5, then people become aware that I have a show on at 3 in the morning that they never heard of.
That's how it works.
So I will continue to eat the crumbs of Greg Gutfeld's career.
Oh, I like that. Bernie.
Yes, Greg. You know, I host this show radio show in WABC in New York City, and I'm on the Imus Morning Show. We talk a lot about Bill de Blasio, who is offering therapists to city workers who are stressed out about the Trump victory. Maybe he should offer them stockbrokers so they can cash in on the Trump recovery, and they won't be these bedwetting idiots. I also love the fact that Trump turned big bad LeBron James into a snowflake looking for a safe space when he wouldn't stay at Trump's hotel last week in our city here.
Yeah, I heard that. Terrible. Tyrus.
My final thought, I'll be reading from the Little Book of Light. Book of Light 106. Give yourself love every day. Look in the mirror and say, I respect you. I admire you. I love you. And by the way, you're pretty cute too.
All right. Kat?
Okay, I just, let everybody know that if you text somebody and they don't text you back, it's not a big deal, because maybe they just didn't like that one. You can keep texting them again and again and again and again, and the more you text them, the higher the odds that you'll send one they do like, and you'll be together forever.
Oh.
Nice, nice.
Thanks to Tom Shalhoub, Bernie McGurk, Catherine, Tyrus, our studio audience. I'm Greg Gutfeld. I love you, America.